What up, my dudes? We got us one of these new NWG tracks for Reflex. I know I've been checking out all the retro tracks. Thought it'd be cool to come in here and check out one of his newer ones, like newer year ones. So this is a... Where the absolute hell am I going? This is, First of all, hold the phone, hold the phone. I don't want any HUD. Okie dokie. There you go. This is the 2019 Arlington, I think. Yeah, 2019 Arlington. So I was really curious to come in here and kind of see how different some of this NWG tracks, how these were compared to his retro ones, you know, kind of just see how different they're built. Whoa. Seems to be pretty serious scaling going on here. Track's pretty wide. Okay. This one's kind of got, whoa, roughness kicker, dude. Bro, I hate when that right there happens in real life. Kicks you over before you can even say Bob's your uncle. Oh, bro. Oh, man. Yeah, this scaling is, got to know what you're doing here. That's for sure. It's a little bit wider than a lot of those other tracks I was riding on. That's like first things first. Pretty wide. Typically, I'm one of those kind of guys like, damn it, make the track a little bit wider. You know, it's too narrow. This one is almost like, this is all just almost kind of what I would call like a stock track, like a default Reflex track width to it, which, as you guys know, all the default, you know, like Supercross tracks that you got back in the 360 version of Reflex, those were super wide. This kind of has that feeling to it. Okay, so just bigger scaling, it seems like, all the way around here. Width of the track, jumps, stuff like that. All right. Does have a little bit of those, like, pre-made starter ruts. Quad right there. Okay. Spency boy getting it on the Shima, dude. He does still have the McGrath billboard, but I think that's kind of like this NWG dude's like little stamp that he puts on a bunch of his tracks, because he has like the Cooper Webb modern day billboard right there. Okay, jump to there and then jump to there. All right. So yeah, this is basically like almost like if you mixed like a Replica Supercross track with a Reflex stock track or something like that. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from it right here. Bro, that triple right there is pretty cool. Kind of hard to get that double before it. Whoa. That's what happens if you don't get perfectly lined up in those little pre-made ruts in the corner. Whoa, dude. He put just enough, like right in here. There's one of these bumps right here. He built just big enough where if you're not ready for it, that bike will scare you a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Quad right here is a little tricky, but it's small enough where you can come up short and you don't really die on it, so that's cool. Yeah, this is definitely different than any of his other tracks I've rode on. Interesting. Not exactly what I was expecting, but it's also not like his retro tracks either, you know? It's just kind of got its own scaling type feel to it, and its own dirt decal and feeling and everything like that. Just kind of has its own little vibe to it. So that's cool. I know he made like I think a 2017 one as well. But, oh shit. Whoa, dude. I don't know. I love that little section right there. I feel like the scaling on that feels really cool. Yeah, there's parts of this track that really make you feel like you're on like a stock Reflex Supercross track. Just with the width of the track. Oh, how big everything feels. That is so cool, dude. Let me see if I can get this. Let's do a lap in first person. Yeah, he has a very interesting style of making like 2 or 3 smaller than normal pre-made ruts that don't really start until you kind of get to like, they don't really start till you get to the apex of the corner. But they're very different than the kind of pre-made ruts that you would find on a lot of the other like custom tracks on Reflex. They're smaller, so it kind of makes it to where you can like go in and out of the ruts. If you like, you can kind of grab them a little bit and then kind of fade to a different rut or whatever, you know. It kind of really gives that ability for that to happen on them. So that's pretty cool. Spency Boy whipping in first person. He has no idea what he's doing, but he's going to make it look like he knows what he's doing. Okay, there we go. All right. Let me try to hit this from the... Oh, those ruts. Bro, it is a little tricky in first person to tell, like, right where your fender and shit, like, right where your wheel is hitting your tires hitting the ground, you know? Can be a little bit tricky if you're not used to it. Interesting track here, though, man. Pretty cool. Oh, he's got the little Reflex chick standing up on the fucking finish line. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That is something else. Like she literally walked off from right here and went and stood on the... Dude, I'm going to have to look at that. I got to go back and look at that. Hold the... Oh, bro, that's hilarious. She's on the right side of the finish line jump there. But yeah, I'm curious to now see like what this dude's 2017 track is like in comparison to this, you know, 2019 style replica track. That is just, it's just interesting. I love me being a track maker myself. I love to go back and just see how people design certain shit, you know? There's just so many, especially in the track editors of like MX Sim, MX Bikes, and Reflex in particular, that they really do open up the doors with the terrain to where you can really get your own personal way that you build a track, you know? And it's not quite exactly like anybody else builds it, you know? Which is a lot different than like the track editor in the official Supercross games, because you're working off of those module pieces. So you're going to have a lot more homogenized, similar, not as unique, personalized kind of track making. But when you get into Reflex or Sim or MX Bikes, you know, you actually can see the personality of the track maker on the damn track itself, you know? It really does, like when you talk about a JGMX track or a crazy Spency Boy track on MX Sim or whatever, it like literally builds the actual character of the track maker comes out on the terrain itself on the track. Do you see the vibe that I'm talking about here? It's next level, dude, when you realize that about it, but that's pretty sick, though. It's got an inside rut right there, so it's kind of a split lane option here. Might need a little more top speed on the bike to hit that quad a little bit more consistent, but the whoops are big. Finish line... Yeah, I mean, you got to be on the gas, you know? Definitely can't be farting around, you know what I'm saying? You got to be on the gas on this track. I wouldn't say the rhythms are, like, super complex, but they're definitely on the bigger scaling side. So you're definitely going to get some air time, like on the main Supercross triple and shit like that, you know? Ooh, that's fun, hitting that inside rut. Fancy boy getting it tossed. Whoa, bro, I was like, I'm just going to stay on the gas and jump into this corner and see what it does. Fucking full Superman, Doug. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, I can't imagine there being much of a faster rhythm than landing off of that quad right there and carrying all that speed around this corner to hit these whoops really fast. That would have to be pretty quick ski right there. And see, you can kind of if you can catch these little inside pre-made ruts, it could really allow you to cut the corner down sharper, but you still have something to bank off of. So you could still hit the, whatever that bigger rhythm is there. Bro, that shit's sick, dude. That shit's sick, dude. You scrub off of these singles. Ooh! Spency board riding the wheelie. Overall, dude, I'm pretty impressed with this one, too. I like how this is not quite like the standard newer replica tracks that you would find in this game. It's just got a little bit of a different vibe to it. NWG vibe to it, Oh, look at there. Oh, shit. Then you can jump to there. Then you jump to there. Then it's a triple out. Damn, that may be the fastest right there. I don't know. But as you can see, there's still some room for... Oh, Spitzy boy. Oh, my God. Reflex is the fucking GOAT of arcade dirt bike games. I don't give a fuck who tries to tell you otherwise. Don't let them tell you anything. Because Reflex is a motherfucking GOAT of arcade motocross games. I don't want to ever hear anything different than that ever again. It's the GOAT of arcade motocross games. You've been hearing it from me since day one, and you're never going to stop hearing it from me. This is the GOAT of arcade motocross games. Period.